Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is Christmas Eve when I'm filming this. I'm not sure if it's Christmas Eve when you're watching this, depends on how long it takes me to edit it. But I just wanted to do a fun Christmas Eve makeup look. So that's what I'm about to do. Please ignore the chaos that is going on in the back. I really don't know what to tell you. It's just chaotic energy, you know, 2020. We're glad she's almost gone. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a makeup look. Let me show you guys what I'm attempting to do. So I'm gonna combine two makeup looks. So I'm gonna combine this makeup look right here with the eyeshadow, this makeup look right here with the rhinestones, minus the eyebrow rhinestones because I just don't feel like it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So yeah, let's just get into it, and this is gonna be like a talk through, so I'm gonna shut up and then you guys can just watch me do my makeup. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm putting a primer all over my face. I'm using a mattifying primer, but to be honest with you guys, in the wintertime I prefer like a more glowy primer. I just think it makes you kind of like glow from within, especially in the winter months when you look kind of dull from not seeing the sun so much. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm working on my eyebrows. So I'm kind of shaping them before I line them, which is what I normally do. I also have a full eyebrow routine up on my channel, which will be linked. It's linked up at the top right here. So you can click on it and see how I kind of get my eyebrows to be a little bit less unruly. So the next thing I'm doing after I kind of line my brows with the brow pencil, then I'll go in at the front of my brow with a gel to get those hairs to kind of look how I want them to look. So this is where I'm doing the eyebrow slit. So for the eyebrow slit, the key for the eyebrow slit is to apply your concealer where you want the slit. I prefer the slit to be where there's like a arch in my eyebrow. I think that looks the best personally. So you put the concealer there. The key to the eyebrow slit is that you blend the concealer around your eyebrow, but do not blend the concealer on your eyebrow. If you blend the concealer on your eyebrow, you will lose the slit. So blend it around. As you can see, I'm blending it under and above my eyebrow, but I'm not blending the concealer on my eyebrow. And you can even go in with more concealer because it doesn't look as crazy as you think it's going to look. So that's how I do the eyebrow slit. Okay, so now I'm going in with concealer to just clean up the rest of my brow. So I'm just cleaning up my brow as I normally would with some concealer. And now I'm just blending that concealer out so it's not such a harsh line. So next I'm taking some concealer and putting it on my eyelids. So this is what I will say. I have two different concealers. I have like a lighter concealer and a darker concealer. So when I want to cover my veins, I'll just use like my regular schmegular concealer, just making faces at this part. So then as you can see, when I'm ready to do my liner, because I'm using that red liner, I'm lining my eye with that lighter concealer, and then what I'm doing is I'm packing the red eyeshadow on top of that concealer so that it really pops and it doesn't get lost in the eye. So I'm lining as if I'm doing eyeliner with the brighter concealer, and then I'm packing that red on top of it, okay guys? So concealer, liner, pack the red on top of it, and then I also end up packing like a glitter red on top of that just to give it a real pop. So that's how I got that eyeshadow to really pop, was the concealer, then you pack the red, then you pack the glitter red. So now I'm taking the gold eyeliner. I'm using the Fenty gold eyeliner and it's kind of big, so I'm actually using like a smaller brush for it, a really tiny brush, to get in there and do the outline of the eyeliner. let me just tell you guys, eyeliner is, some people are talented with it and some people aren't. If you aren't talented with it like me, that is completely fine. I just use a Q-tip with a little bit of makeup remover to clean up anything that looks kind of crazy and chaotic, and you guys can do the exact same thing. So when I first did the red, it came out a little crazy looking. It was kind of everywhere. Took some Q-tips and I cleaned it up so it was a really sharp, nice line, and then you can clean up the rest with some concealer. So don't be discouraged when doing that kind of fun eyeliner, because sometimes it is hard to do. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my yellow color corrector and I'm putting it underneath my eyes. I use the yellow color corrector to cancel out the purple tones. And what I'm actually doing is something that I saw on TikTok, where I'm putting my concealer and my contour and everything underneath my foundation, and what it does is it makes it look a little bit less harsh. So when you're done and you put your foundation over, your foundation looks a little bit more skin light because you don't have that cream contour on top, that concealer on top, like all the crazy stuff on top. So that's something I've been doing and I've really been liking it. So that's what I'm doing here. So now I'm going in with my contour. I'm using a cream contour and I'm just going in on the normal parts of the face you contour, the forehead, the cheekbones, and then the jawline. And then I'm blending that out. So now what I'm doing is something else that I saw on TikTok. So I'm taking my setting powder, okay, and I'm mixing my setting powder and my foundation together, as opposed to putting my foundation and then putting my setting powder, like putting it all over my face. I'm mixing the two together. So I'm putting a little bit of setting powder with some foundation, mixing it together on my hand, and then I'm putting it on my face. This I just started doing, so I'm not sure, you guys, I'm not sure that I'm in love with it yet because I've only been doing it for a little bit of time, but it's something I've been trying. So I'll report back. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm setting my under eye and my jawline with some powder. Even with the foundation with the mixed in powder, I kind of like a little bit of extra coverage, if you will, on the jawline, especially with everything going on where we wear masks now. I really want that to be set in place because every time I take my mask off, I don't want my full face coming off with it. Then I'm taking my blush and I'm just doing my little nose blush, and then I'm doing my cheekbone blush. This blush is actually from a black owned brand and I am obsessed with it. I'm gonna have a video coming to you guys soon of a full face of black owned makeup brands. And now I'm taking my bronzer and I'm just kind of like bronzing up my face just a tiny bit. And then now I'm wiping away the excess powder from setting my under eyes and then setting my jawline. That of me putting the rhinestones on were kind of awful because I was really like all up in the mirror, so you guys really couldn't see anything. But how I did the rhinestones is I just took some eyelash glue and I put the eyelash glue on a flat surface, and then I got my container of rhinestones, which I'll pop a picture up of the rhinestones I used. And then I just took the tweezers and I dipped the rhinestones in the glue, and then I placed the rhinestones where I wanted the rhinestones to be. So that's how I did the rhinestones. It's definitely, you know, it's trial and error. Sometimes you get it and it's not in the spot you want it to be, or sometimes it is, and you just take it off and do it again. I will say that it doesn't really, because the rhinestones I were using were so little, it wasn't like taking up a ton of makeup or anything like that when I was trying to do the rhinestones. But if it did, then you just get your little sponge or your brush and you just touch up where the rhinestone messed up, and then you just try again. Now I'm taking some highlighter and I'm highlighting my cheekbones and then my nose, and then I think I'm also highlighting like above my lip. Then I'm using a little bit of setting spray. Now I personally like to do setting spray before I do mascara and lashes and everything, because I feel like when I spray that with setting spray, it gets a little chaotic. So I do setting spray. Then as you can see, I'm putting my mascara on, and then I'm putting my lashes on over top here. So spray first, then you do the mascara and the lashes and everything. Lastly, I'm doing my lips right now. So I'm lining my lips with just a kind of like brownish mauvish liner. And then I'm taking this new lip gloss that I got. It's the Lime Crime Diet Cherry Lip Gloss. And I'm putting that all over my lips. I'm actually obsessed with this color. I've worn it way too many times. Way too many times. So that is the completed makeup look, as you guys can see. Now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of getting my hair together a little bit. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to do a low like slick back bun, but not completely slick back because I didn't feel like putting any gel in my hair. So I'm just brushing my hair back. Then I'm just taking a hair oil and I'm just putting it all over my hair. I always put hair oil on my hair whenever I do like a slick low bun. And then I'm just straightening out my part a bit. And then I'm just brushing it back into like the lowest bun possible. And that's it. Alright you guys, so this is the final makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be putting some pics of my whole like makeup plus my outfit on my Instagram, which you can follow right here. And I also do like random stuff on TikTok. You can follow that as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I just wanna win, yeah. LA BB who we